Following up on my last video, because my camera space can only hold a certain amount of time, as I was saying, like, no, no, like, that was a really bad example, but honestly, you hear people say stuff like that all the time. Like, all the time. People will say, oh my god, like, I have to study for my exam tomorrow, like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, okay, I get it, people say that, but like that is just so freaking stupid. And like, I mean, if you said it every once in a while, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but like I have friends who say that like 24/7, and it's really annoying because it just makes my brain hurt. Like, honestly, people get judged because they look different from everyone else, because people don't understand that there are people who don't want to follow everyone else. Like, I do not look like everyone else. Do I care? No, because this is how I like to dress. I don't want to follow the crowd because I would rather follow what I want to be. And people don't understand that because people don't understand things that are different. And rather than educate themselves about it, they just try to make other people feel like trash. And honestly, I'm past it. I used to care what people thought about me. I care what I think about myself. And although I'm not the most confident person in the world, I know that it's gonna be okay, and I know that what everybody else says to me doesn't fucking matter. Unless it's good, unless you're saying something nice to me, I don't really care. Because in 4 years, I'm gonna be out of high school, and if I don't want to ever look at your face again, I don't have to. But see, the thing is that not everyone is as easy. Not everyone deals with hate as easily as I do. Because I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of rumors spread about me, and I have a lot of people who just say shitty things about me because people try to make people feel like shit. That's what they do. Not everyone, but a lot of people. And it's immature bullshit. It's freaking immature. If you look at the people who say things like that and you really try to get to know them as a person, they are immature. They are immature, and they have low self-confidence, they have problems going on in their lives, and they are taking it out on other people. And that is not okay. What I have to say to people who really take what people say to heart is really just take a minute and step back and look at whoever's saying that about you and think about all the people who really do care about you. And don't say that nobody cares about you, because I can promise you that people care about you. And think, is it really worth it to ruin your day for somebody who doesn't give a shit about themselves enough to even have respect for themselves? Because if they're not respecting other people, they don't have respect for themselves. If they're spending their time not paying attention in class, not paying attention at anything, not paying attention to conversations because they're busy on their phone, tweeting about somebody who is weird, or tweeting shit about somebody, or talking shit about somebody, not paying attention in their own lives, do you really think that they have respect for themselves? Probably not. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody in high school goes through shit. It is the hardest 4 years of your life, but you can do it. You can get through it, and it'll be worth it. And those people, they're not worth it. They're really not worth it. Because at the end of the day, everything that you do or say, you are the only one who has to be okay with it. Because you know you're a good person. You know you're beautiful. You know you're smart. You know you have talents and skills. Just because some jock on the freaking hockey team walked by you in the hall and said you're ugly. Just because some teacher called you out in front of the whole class and called you stupid. Just because you had a fight with your boyfriend and he said something he really shouldn't have said does not make you a bad person. Because you know who you are. And if you know who you are, that is the only thing that matters. And what anybody else says that is negative, take it and use it to build yourself up and make yourself stronger. Because you are beautiful. You are smart. And you are going to go somewhere in this world if you put the effort and you put the work in. And what anybody else says doesn't matter at all. As long as you know who you are and you know that it's going to be okay, nothing else matters. Because everything that happens in high school is building you up to basically face the world. When you grow up and you're in a job, there are going to be people that you don't like. There are going to be people who are going to be rude to you and who are going to call you names. There are going to be people who are going to snicker at you on the subway or call you out on the street and say rude things to you throughout your life. Think about it that way. The next time that some girl or some guy laughs at you or makes a joke about you, smile and think to yourself that they're preparing you for the real world. Because in the real world, people are going to do things like that. The things that happen to you in high school are preparing you for the real world. There are going to be things that will happen to you that are 1,000 times worse than what happens in high school. And that might sound completely harsh. It may be true or it may not be. Because you could live a completely sheltered life for all I know. But someday, one of your family members is going to die. One of your friends are going to get sick, or something's going to happen that's big in your life. And all of those little things are building you up for the real world. Because when something big happens, after all those little things that happened to you in high school, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to look back and say, wow, I'm really glad that I made it through those 4 years of high school. I am really glad that I put together my strength and my skills and I studied and I graduated because it is worth it. It is so worth it. Everything that I went through is worth it. If you can make it through these 4 years, you can make it through anything. And don't let anyone smash you down and tell you that you can't do something. Because if you set your mind to it, you can do anything. You just gotta believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, what anybody else says that's negative doesn't matter. Because you're always gonna be okay. And you can make it through this. Peace. Love you guys.